Hello everybody and welcome back, and yeah, today we're going to have a look on this very nice Medeco lock. So in today's video we will try to pick this without the key, and yeah, Medeco locks are quite special because they have not one locking mechanism but two. If you look on the key you see 6 cuts. And this means here are 6 pins installed, but they not only need to be lifted to the right height, no, they also need to be rotated to the right orientation. So you have cuts going like this. I mean, I overdo it a bit here, but it's like this. Then in the middle they are straight, and here they are like this. And yeah, you have 3 possible orientations. And there are great videos telling you all about this, the one from Artichoke, and then I will link another one which really helped me to pick this lock. And yeah, of course the key works very nicely. And yeah, all the 6 pins interact with the sidebar and with the shear line. The shear line, they need to be set to the right height. We know that from a lot of pin tumbler locks. And the rotation is unique for Medecos, I think. Well, there are other locks, like the M-Hard. But yeah, this is, yeah, an adventure. And it has been sitting in my naughty bucket for quite a while. So I'm happy that I finally found some time to tackle it. And yeah, once you understand what's going on, it gets simpler. And I highly recommend, if you start picking those, really watch the videos I linked, and also progressive pin it, because setting the rotation is interesting at first. And also what helped me a lot is that the sidebar can bind first, especially if you turn counterclockwise. Then somehow the sidebar, because it's offset a little bit, it's not symmetric, it binds first, and then you can easily set the rotation of all the pins. And since they are not springing back, they will mostly stay where they are. So that means that you can let go of all the tension and try to rotate the next pin and so on. And you will see me in a minute first tensioning counterclockwise, and then going through the pins, finding a binding pin and rotating those. And only then, once I think all of them are rotated to the correct position, I will lift them and try to set them to shear line and get the lock open. So, see you back in a second. Okay, here we are back in the vise again. Key works just fine. And yeah, let's try to pick it. First of all, I need to rake the pins so they are rotated in random orientation, and then I use my favorite profile, the number 7 hook, in 0.5 millimeters this time. And yeah, let's hope this works. And first of all, I'm tensioning counterclockwise, and therefore I can first set the rotation of the pins. And this is what I'm doing right now. So basically I'm just scrubbing over the pins, and whichever one feels stiff, I let go of all tension basically and try to rotate the pin by either pushing on it or pulling on it. And I already did this with pin 5 and 6. And now pin 3 is a bit stubborn. That should be good now. Pin 2, pin 1. And you will notice that I sometimes push on the pin and sometimes I pull on the pin. And I find both versions work good for me. Sometimes this better, sometimes that better, depending really on the pin. Okay. I hope they are all in good orientation now. Yeah, feels good. let's start picking. So pin 3 was stiff. Now pin 2. Okay. Ah, that was 4 and 3 actually. I was off by 1. Okay, let's see. Pin 1. Nice click. Pin 2, nothing. Now pin 3. Okay, let's leave it here for now. Pin 4, nothing. Pin 5, nice click. Pin 6, nothing. Okay. Pin 1, pin 2. Only partially set, I think. But not binding, so we leave it. Let's increase the tension a bit. Pin 1 feels good. Pin 2, nothing. Good click on 3. Yeah, 4 is binding now. Nice, still binding. Yeah. Yeah, once it is still, yeah, you need to pick the barrel out of the milling at some point. And this was just that. Now pin 5, same. Barrel milling. Pin 6, some counter rotation. Okay, pin 2. Let's see. There we go. Okay. That worked out nicely. So let's gut it. I have the back marked. And also the front actually. And you can nicely gut those by removing the tail piece with a screwdriver, which is very convenient, especially if you're learning those. Learning to pick a Medeco. So now you have to be aware of the sidebar, which sits on this side, and the key pins, of course, as always. And since I've gutted this a couple of times now, I don't need to shim. And yeah. Here you can see on top of the plug, the core, here's the space, how much they can rotate. Right now all these slits here on this side are aligned with the sidebar. Only then the sidebar can go in. Sidebar sits here. And yeah, actually let me take this out first. Maybe. This is what the sidebar looks like. This ball here goes to the front of the lock. 2 tiny springs you never want to lose. And yeah, this asymmetry here let us a bit control if we turn counterclockwise to bind the sidebar first. So let me get everything out and I will see you back in a second. Okay, welcome back from fast forward. Here's a plug. You can see the chambers in the middle. Yeah, we all know this. And then on the side you have the sidebar groove in which the sidebar goes. I showed you that already. This is what the sidebar groove looks, or the place for the sidebar is in the core. And then, yeah, did not check before, but actually I don't have any barrel milling, which would have been nice, but yeah, makes it a bit easier. A smooth core, some drill protection and so on. But here's the main stuff. The pinning, nice spools in chambers 1 and 6 on the driver side. All are steel springs in this lock, quite strong. And then in the chambers between that we have barrel drivers. I will show you one in a second. And on top we have the key pins. 1 and 6 have a trap, so if you overset them you will be trapped a bit. And let me show you one of these nice barrel drivers. Just like that. Yeah, they're quite effective. The nice thin lip on the top makes them grab the shear line quite good, and you have to overcome this. It acts like a tiny spool in that area. For the key pins, they all look somewhat like this. So here you see on the top, you see the groove for the true gate. And actually this one does not have a false gate. And on this side you see an insert, probably for drill protection. And then on the right side you see this knob, which is the rotation limiter. And let me check, actually some of these definitely have a false gate. I think this one. Yeah, okay, sorry, I missed that. But if we look closely on the first pin, we see a false gate just right at the top now. And this can catch the sidebar a bit. Not all of these have a false gate, only I think this one as well. Nope. Third one, I think. Yeah. So here's pin number 3, key pin number 3. At the bottom you have the rotation limiter. Then at the top you see the true gate. And just to the left of that we see false gate. Yeah. And yeah, was good fun. Definitely not an easy purple belt, at least for me. So if you're having trouble with Medecos, yeah, I can totally understand you. And yeah, still good fun to pick, and nice experience to pick and learn to pick this lock by rotating the pins and then lifting them. Nice tricky lock. And yeah, definitely can recommend getting a Medeco and trying to pick it. So if you're still here, thanks for watching, and yeah, hit the like, subscribe, and hope to see you next video. Bye.